Let's have a look at tomorrow's front pages, and we start with the Daily Mail. And here we go. It's the Tory leadership election, of course. It's the only show in town. Rishi caught in Cummings' toxic smears storm. Rishi Sunak was forced to deny links to toxic former number 10 advisor Dominic Cummings last night. Mr Cummings has posted poisonous claims online about Mr Sunak's rivals for the Tory leadership campaign. But the former Chancellor's team insisted he had not spoken to the controversial advisor since he left number 10 in late 2020. It begs the question, of course, Cummings, he made Brexit happen. He helped Boris Johnson become Prime Minister. Can he help Sunak get the top job as well? Is Dominic Cummings still the kingmaker? Also on the front page of the Mail, Liz Truss launches her bid to be our next Prime Minister. That's the Foreign Secretary, of course. Also a photograph on the front page of the Mail. It ain't half hot, ma'am. George swelters on the centre court. The Daily Telegraph next. Truss vows, I would cut taxes from day one. That seems to be the familiar theme of most of the leadership election campaigns. Most of the candidates are saying they will cut taxes, except Rishi Sunak, who says we can't afford it. The cupboard's bare. We will have to wait for tax cuts. That's why I'm calling for him to be Prime Minister, because he's very good at delivering a tough message. If you're curious what I've had to say, check out my big opinion monologue, which is currently on Twitter at GBNews. Little boy few, once again, Prince George there, sweltering in the southwest London heat. Also, Zahawi vows to reveal finances after slurs. This is the Chancellor. You've got to kind of keep up to date with what job he's got at the moment. He used to be the Education Secretary, but he is the Chancellor. And he will happily publish his tax returns to reassure people in the context of that investigation by the HMRC. Same story in The Independent. Zahawi vows to publish tax returns if elected PM. And Djokovic claims the crown. The Serbian has won his 7th Wimbledon title and 21st Grand Slam after beating Nick Kyrgios in 4 sets. As a good final. The Guardian, Tory rivals scramble for supporters, and an exclusive from The Guardian, great journalism, I've got to say, a special investigation. Leak reveals secret lobbying operation to conquer the world. A leaked cache of confidential files has uncovered the inside story of how the Silicon Valley tech giant Uber flouted laws, duped police, exploited violence against drivers, and aggressively lobbied governments during its global expansion. The FT, Tories to thin leadership field as rancour rises between rival camps. The Daily Mirror, ambulances in worst ever crisis. Patients wait up to 27 hours at A&E as hold-ups hit 999 call-outs. And 43 degrees centigrade, warning of killer scorcher. There you go, a heatwave certainly hits these shores, and it will be with us for some time. Metro next, power block. Starmer and top Tories agree on decision to refuse a new Scottish independence poll. Boris Johnson is, not Boris Johnson, he's no longer Prime Minister. The candidates seeking to replace Boris Johnson have joined forces with Keir Starmer to rule out a second Scottish independence referendum, saying at least 10 years should pass before another poll happens. That's an agreement between Starmer, Jeremy Hunt and Sajid Javid. And last but not least, our good friends at the Daily Star. Helter Swelter, Hawaii Sky-Vo. Warmer than Honolulu and we don't want to work. A Saharan tongue of fire, which used to be my nickname, making 33 degrees centigrade Britain hotter than Hawaii, will tempt 70% of Brits to consider skiving off to sunbathe. And 41 degrees centigrade is predicted by the weekend. Yikes, say the Daily Star. And those are your scorching hot headlines.